Purgatory, according to Catholic Church doctrine, is an intermediate state after physical death in which those destined for heaven undergo purification, so as to achieve the holiness necessary to enter the joy of heaven. Only those who die in the state of grace but have not in life reached a sufficient level of holiness can be in purgatory, and therefore no one in purgatory will remain forever in that state or go to hell. This notion has old roots. The notion of purgatory is associated particularly with the Latin Rite of the Catholic Church. Anglicans of the Anglo-Catholic tradition generally also hold to the belief, along with many Lutherans of High Church Lutheranism. Eastern Orthodox churches believe in the possibility of a change of situation for the souls of the dead through the prayers of the living and the offering of the divine liturgy. And many Orthodox, especially among ascetics, hope and pray for a general apokatastasis. Judaism also believes in the possibility of after-death purification and may even use the word purgatory to present its understanding of the meaning of Gehenna. However, the concept of soul purification may be explicitly denied in these other faith traditions. The word purgatory, derived through Anglo-Norman and Old French from the Latin word purgatorium, has come to refer also to a wide range of historical and modern conceptions of post-mortem suffering short of everlasting damnation, and is used, in a non-specific sense, to mean any place or condition of suffering or torment, especially one that is temporary. History of the belief. While use of the word purgatory as a noun appeared perhaps only between 1160 and 1180, giving rise to the idea of purgatory as a place, the Roman Catholic tradition of purgatory as a transitional condition has a history that dates back even before Jesus Christ, to the worldwide practice of caring for the dead and praying for them, and to the belief, found also in Judaism, which is considered the precursor of Christianity, that prayer for the dead contributed to their afterlife purification. The same practice appears in other traditions, such as the medieval Chinese Buddhist practice of making offerings on behalf of the dead, who are said to suffer numerous trials. Roman Catholic belief in afterlife purification is based on the practice of praying for the dead, which is mentioned in what the Roman Catholic Church has declared to be part of sacred scripture, and which was adopted by Christians from the beginning, a practice that presupposes that the dead are thereby assisted between death and their entry into their final abode. Belief in afterlife, temporary punishments agreeable to everyone's behavior and manners, was expressed in the early Christian work in Greek known as Josephus's Discourse to the Greeks concerning Hades, which was once attributed to Josephus but is now believed to be by Hippolytus of Rome, shortly before becoming a Roman Catholic. The English scholar John Henry Newman argued that the essence of the doctrine is locatable in ancient tradition, and that the core consistency of such beliefs is evidence that Christianity was originally given to us from heaven. Roman Catholics consider the teaching on purgatory, but not the imaginative accretions, to be part of the faith derived from the revelation of Jesus Christ that was preached by the apostles. Of the early church fathers, Origen says that, "He who comes to be saved through a fire that burns away sins and worldliness like lead, leaving behind only pure gold." Saint Ambrose of Milan speaks of a kind of baptism of fire, which is located at the entrance to heaven, and through which all must pass, at the end of the world. Pope Street. Gregory the Great says that the belief in purgatory is established and to be believed, insisting, however, that the purgatorial fire can only purify away minor transgressions, not iron, bronze, or lead, or other hardened sins. By this he meant that attachments to sin, habits of sin, and even venial sins could be removed in purgatory, but not mortal sin, which, according to Catholic doctrine, causes eternal damnation. Over the centuries, theologians and other Christians then developed the doctrine regarding purgatory, leading to the definition of the formal doctrine at the First Council of Lyon, Second Council of Lyon, the Council of Florence, and the Council of Trent.